imagination. And yeah, I have a play friend named Hopper, and he's 10 foot tall, and he's pink, and he's a big bunny. Oh my gosh, how cool is that? But no one believes me that I'm a play friend. And my big brother Bobby, oh my gosh, he is just, he's just such a mean boy. And he's got a Belgian Shepherd named King Tut. And King Tut growls at my bunny. Do you know that? Row, 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 says King Tut. Row, 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 every time he sees the bunny. So, yeah. And, so, let me tell you about the story. So that's how Bobby tells my mom and dad that I'm teasing his dog, but it's really Hopper. The dog doesn't like Hopper. He doesn't know that Hopper's an imaginary play friend. And I'm dyslexic, and so I kind of see the world differently, especially my older brother. He's a star quarterback football player at school. And I'm so uncoordinated at sports. And my grammar isn't so great because I twist all my words around. And so some girls at school and students at class make fun of me because I twist my words around. And Karen makes snide remarks at me. And so anyhow, this is my story. So one day I'm at home drawing because I love to draw on my notebook that my mom gave me for my birthday. So I go in my book and draw on my blank pages, and I draw animals. I love to draw squirrels and raccoons and bunnies and dogs. And my favorite drawing ever is this big fat pink bunny. And I named him Hopper, and he has an umbrella. And one day, after Kara in school made fun at me because I twisted my words around in class, and I got a C on my paper because I twisted my words, and I'm not great in grammar. And Karen teased me, and all the other friends teased me too. So I wrote "Save Me" on my drawing of Hopper the bunny. So it was really sad. And I can't talk to my brother because he's mean. And I can't talk to my dog, King Tut, because he's my brother's dog. And anyhow, he doesn't understand 6-year-old, 7-year-old girl language, right? And so I walked down to the river because I live in Lake Charles, Louisiana. And it's like very swampy. I went to the river's edge. I looked at the water. And I'm drawing my big fat bunny. And I made an umbrella. And I draw him many, many times, And I make him have big pink ears, and sometimes he has like blue inside, and then sometimes I make him have a bow tie. Sometimes he has a collar, and I make him go in planes and chains and cars and boats in a circus. We have so much fun together. I wish I could talk to him. So it starts to rain and my pages get wet. Oh no, I know, my pages are getting soaking wet. And my new drawing is getting ruined. And then suddenly my image of Hopper the bunny disappears from the rain and splashes the colors down to the river. And even my umbrella that I drew with him disappeared. And I was wishing I had an umbrella because the rain is getting worse. I don't know if you know about the South, but it's muggy and sticky and it rains. And I saw an alligator swimming in there too. So I'm not going to go in there and get my book that fell in. Oh, my art book. Oh, gosh. Splash, splash, splash. And so I look, and I can't believe it. I see like these 2 large pink bunny ears popping out of the water. What can it be? It looks like a cartoon bunny. But cartoons aren't real, right? They're only make-believe on TV. Suddenly, a big bunny face appears. 2 large eyes and a nose that is wrinkly and bunny whiskers. I'm so shocked in disbelief. Now the bunny is swimming up to the little wood deck and gets up out of the water and stands up holding a big colorful umbrella. And he is about, I don't know how many feet, but I think it's 10 feet tall. And he says, "Hello, Poppy?" Did a cartoon bunny that's 10 foot tall just say hello to me? And he just stared at the top of me. Poppy, let's get out of this rain before you get soaking wet. What is that? Who are you? Ew, excuse me, Poppy. It's me. I'm your sketch. I'm Hopper, your bunny. Oh my God, I can't believe the bunny that I drew is talking to me. What, you're Hopper? What? How can you be real? Oh, Poppy, it's because you need me, right? You said, you know. Well, how did you know? I asked it, Poppy. Well, you wrote down save me, right? And you know, Poppy, that art comes from love, right? I just shook my head yes, because he knew what I was feeling and couldn't believe it. And oh my God, he's like my favorite bunny ever, my favorite giant. And he's so big and pink and fat and furry, has little whiskers, and his little cute little bunny eyes, those blue bunny eyes, that little pink nose, those pink little ears. I mean, those big giant ears, and his big little bunny paws and his little bunny feet. Oh, and you made me big and fat, so here I am. I hope this is what you expected, Poppy. I did my best with your love tears to manifest exactly as you wished me to look like. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, Hopper. I can't believe that's really you. This is so cool. Oh, let's go show my brother. Oh my God, he's not going to believe it. He's going to think you're really cool. I can't believe you're here. Oh, Poppy, we can't do that. Why not, Hopper? Well, Poppy, I am yours for only you. Non-believers can't see me, and your brother is definitely a non-believer. Oh, well, I guess come on, let's go to my house and I'll show you around. So, come on, Hopper. Okay, said Hopper. And here, I have the umbrella so we won't get wet. Oh, thanks, Hopper. And on the way home, invisible big bunny paw prints are left in the mud as they walk. A neighbor, Mr. Mosley, is walking with his dog and the dog barks. And the dog barks at Poppy and her imaginary bunny Hopper. Oh, good gracious, said Mr. Mosley, the neighbor of Poppy. Poppy, I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with Mr. McGregor. He's barking and acting up today. He knows you. McGregor, you know Poppy. This is our neighbor. Don't you be barking at her like that. Oh, gosh, Mr. Hopper. I mean, Mr. Mosley. Oh, God, I don't want to tell him. It's you, Hopper. Yeah, it's not my imaginary bunny he's barking at. No. It must be the rain. Right, Hopper? Right, Mr. Mosley? Indeed. Poppy, indeed, this rain. Oh, well, okay. Yeah. Well, you have a nice day, Poppy. Okay, you too, Mr. Mosley. And Mr. Mosley looks suspiciously at Poppy, who is not getting drenched from the rain. He looks puzzled. There is no raincoat on her. How, McGregor? And there's no umbrella in her hand, right, McGregor? And she's not getting wet. Oh, I think I need to go lay down. I'm having a migraine, McGregor. I don't understand these new kids today. Oh my gosh, and I'm getting soaking wet. And so Mr. Mosley, her neighbor, and Mr. McGregor go home not understanding anything, and he looks and sees mud prints in the rain. Oh dear, I'm definitely having a big old migraine coming on. Come on, McGregor. I think I'm seeing things. So Poppy and Hopper goes to her house. Hey, Hopper, here's my house. Oh, it's such a lovely house, Poppy. You just have to duck your head and you can come in the door. Okay, so Hopper tucks in the umbrella and closes it and ducks his head and goes in. This way, Hopper. This way is to my room. And this is my brother's room. His room's a mess. And he has toys everywhere. And Hopper steps on a toy train and it makes a noise and whizzes around the train car. Woo, 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 toot, 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 toot. And her brother Bobby comes out and snaps, Hey, Poppy, who said you could play with my toys? Ow, and look, you bent my toy. What's going on? I'm gonna tell Mom. You ruined my toy. And look, somebody stepped on my toy truck. And then their mom, Danica, hears the kids arguing and comes into the room. Bobby, I told you to pick up your toys. Don't leave your toys lying around. That's what happens when you leave them around. Oh, Mom, I had homework and I was just about to. Now, look what Poppy did to my train. Oh, she turned it on and was playing with it. And look, here's my dump truck. It's all bent. Oh, Bobby, please pick up your mess. And Poppy, please watch where you step. Breaking your brother's toys isn't nice. So I will just have to take that out of your allowance so you can buy him a new truck for your brother. Oh, Mom. And she looks at Hopper but doesn't say anything. She wants to say she didn't do it. But I didn't really do it, Mommy. Oh, look, Mom. She's lying, Bobby complains. And then suddenly, Bobby gets a little kick in the back by a soft bunny foot. Oh, hey, Bobby jerks. Hey, Mom, Poppy kicked me. Danica, his mom sees Poppy nowhere near her brother and tells Bobby to go to her room for lying. Mom, but she kicked me. She kicked me, said Bobby, and he storms off to his room. And then Danica looks at Poppy. Danica, dear Poppy, I know it was an accident, but let's be more careful, okay? All right, Mommy. I didn't mean to do it, but he shouldn't leave his toys out. You're right, darling. Come on, let's go this way. What? What says Danica? Oh, nothing, Mom. I'm just going to my room. Come on, Hopper. And Poppy goes to her room, and Hopper ducks his head to go into her room. And she has a canopy bed that's all pink and ruffly. Oh, you gotta duck your head over here. And here's a little table and chairs. So, here, I'll move the tables and chairs and you can fit into my room. This is my doll, Betsy Boo, and this is my horse, Arctic, and this is my dollhouse. My grandpa made it for me, but you're too big to go inside there, Hopper. Well, yes, indeed, I am too big. Well, maybe you could, shrink me, I guess, so I could use this little room over here. This looks like a nice room. Yeah. You'll just have to sketch me smaller for midnight. Well, I can just stretch on this nice soft carpet if you don't mind. I do like to sleep in a lot. Oh, yes, getting a good night's nap in is always a good idea. Would you like to play tea party? Oh, sure, Puppy, I'd like to. Oh, yes, I like a good tea. And crumpets? What's a crumpet? I have a Chinese tea set, and I've got plastic fruit. I got plastic bananas, carrots, and strawberries, and plastic cupcakes. Yeah, do you want some of those? Let me take out my little China teapot, and here's some spoons and some cups. I'll put all of the forks and the spoons in the teacup. Yeah. Okay, you ready for the party? I have some nice lemon tea and vanilla cupcakes. Here, Hopper, you sit over there. Oh, and Hopper tries to sit in the chair and it busts. Oh, sorry, Poppy. I guess I'm too heavy for that chair. Oh, no, Mom's going to see that. Well, I'll help you build it back up. I'm a good carpenter. Here, I'll pour the tea. You just sit on the floor. So Hopper watches Poppy as she pours the imaginary tea from the pot into the China teacup. Suddenly, hot tea pours out from the teapot to the teacup. Oh my gosh, real tea? Oh yes, said Hopper. I am so thirsty. And I'm so hungry. And suddenly the food becomes real. Poppy looks at her cupcake. She takes a bite. Oh my gosh, my lemon cupcake is real. Oh, I love tea parties, don't you? Oh, I do love a good tea party, said Hopper. Oh, little finger foods like a little egg sandwich or tuna sandwich or a cucumber and dill sandwich. Those are the best. Oh, wow. Did you just make those little finger sandwiches? Oh, yes, said Hopper. Oh, and look. Oh, my God. The plastic fruit is real now. Oh, well, I need a real carrot. Do you think I'm going to need plastic, said Hopper? I'm not very demanding, but I think I crossed the line at plastic carrots, Poppy. I'll make sure to have plenty of carrots for you. And so, but let me draw you some more carrots because I don't think this one carrot's going to be enough for a big rabbit, a 10-foot rabbit. So she draws more carrots and strawberries, blueberries, lettuce, and grapes. And the fruit comes out of the pages onto the big plate. And Hopper eats until he's full and lets out a big burp. Burp. Oh, well, excuse me, Poppy. You excuse Hopper. And her brother walks by and hears a big belching burp. And Bobby thinks his sister is making fun of him, so he burps back at her sister, letting out a big burp. Burp, burp, back at you, Poppy. And Bobby's mom walks by down the hall. Oh, Bobby, that's not nice burping at your sister like that. But Mom, she did it first. She did it to me, Bobby complained. And her mom, Danica, looks around the room, seeing Poppy playing with her tea set. And no one's in the room. Bobby, make sure you finish all your homework for school tomorrow. Okay. And Danica comes in, and Hopper has to move, so she come in. And she sits at the little table. Oh, Poppy, may I have a cup of tea? Sure, Mom. And Poppy pours tea from the pot into the imaginary teacup. And her mom pretends to sip the tea. You know, Poppy, when I was younger, I had dyslexia, and I would spell words backwards all the time. I remember school was hard, and learning to read was my greatest tackle. But eventually, I learned I could do anything I put my mind to. And then suddenly, Danica sees a bunch of real carrots on the table. She picks them up. Where did you get these carrots? Oh, says Poppy. A friend gave them to me, and I was going to give them to you. Yeah. Wow, these are beautiful carrots. I can make a big salad with these. Oh, Mom, thanks for talking to me. Yeah. Sure, Poppy. Danica leaves, and Poppy looks at her bunny, Hopper, who is back in the page in her book, and Poppy seems sad. Oh, he's back at the page in my book. And as soon as her mom, Danica, leaves, Hopper pops back out of the drawing, out of the book, into 10-foot tall imaginary bunny that only she can see, and he's bending down because his ears are hitting the ceiling. Your mom is so cool and so lovely, Poppy. She's such a kind and wise, nice lady. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but you're cooler, Popper. Why did you hide when my mom was here? Oh, Poppy, she can see me. She can. She's a believer. But she forgotten to believe because her father blocked her from believing when she was a young girl. So we'll take her time. And I don't want to pop into her life yet until she's ready. But let's just not know about me yet. Not yet. I'll be our little secret. Okay. I have so much to teach you and show you. Me too, said Hopper. I have lots to teach you and show you. And then they have the tea, and he goes to sleep at night. And Poppy feels so much special and happy to have a new friend, even though it's an imaginary 10-foot bunny that comes to life at will. But her brother doesn't know, and no one can see him unless they believe. This is so exciting! This is book 1 of Hopper, my big, fat, pink bunny. I hope you like it. Yeah, me too. Thank you for listening. Make us a Top Kids podcast. And if you'd like to donate to the podcast, buy me coffee stickies, anonymous, PayPal anonymous content, and download the podcast episodes. And you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, Storytime Fun. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful summer. Your friend, Lady Twistleton, Sir Herbert Stinkies, and Marylin Hebert. Oh, yeah. And Hopper says hi to everybody.